Alright, so today I was searching around, fucking going around, and I saw a fucking kid get hit by a bus. And I immediately thought of something in my lifetime. It popped in my head again. Oh yeah, dickhead bitch ass teachers. Like, I fucking hate teachers so much. But there are teachers, in my opinion, that are worse than others. Definitely fucking worse than others. Now, I'm going to talk about one teacher. One teacher mainly, okay? Now let's fucking start with this bitch. Alright, so, I was in 3rd grade, I was a little koala at the time, fucking little me, just sitting there running around doing my shit, And then this bitch is like, yo, calling up, she was like, anyone that needs to sharpen their pencil, go now. And I immediately, because before this I said, can I sharpen my pencil? She was like, no, you will in a second. So I was like, alright, sounds cool to me, sounds very cool to me. So when she calls it up, I end up going up there, but me, since I stopped to get something, I was fucking last in line. Now when I got up there, this bitch basically told me, the equivalent of kill yourself. She said, if my fucking pencil broke, prick myself and write in my own blood. Me at the time, I thought that was kind of the equivalent of kill yourself, because fucking lead poisoning, I was dumb, I didn't know what pencils were made out of. So, I thought this bitch straight up told me to give myself lead poisoning. I was like, the fuck? No matter what though, a fucking teacher should not be saying that shit to a student. Now, a few months, I said goodbye after this. And then we were doing a fucking science experiment, and she was fucking baking shit, fucking, boiling shit. I was getting up closer to take a look, and she immediately flips the fuck out on me. She's like, if you flip this shit on me, she didn't say flip this shit on me, by the way. She just said, if you flip this on me, I'm going to sue your family, and you're gonna be living in a fucking box on the street. I was like, god damn, dude, what the fuck is with this teacher? So at this point, I'm like, yo, alright, okay, alright, this teacher's clearly a fucking bitch. So, usually I didn't think much of this shit at the time. I just thought this teacher was a bitch, and I mean, it made me sad, because no one's ever treated me that way. Come on, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking treating a little kid like shit. But me now, I'm looking back at this shit holy fuck, that teacher was a bitch and she meant nothing. And then, alright, funny story. We get fucking, alright, so like I said, this was in 3rd grade, okay? A few years go by, and I'm moving into 6th grade, and the bitch moves to the middle school where I'm going to, and we fucking go to 6th grade. This bitch is a 6th grader teacher now. And I'm like, what the fuck? I immediately start flipping my shit, dude. No fucking kidding. So I start flipping my shit, okay? Now, once I start flipping my shit, I go down, go to my hallway, go down shit. And then I end up finding her as one of my teachers. She's my fucking history teacher. And I'm like, okay, alright, I can handle this shit. And she immediately starts acting all nice to me, fucking not being a bitch and shit. And I'm like, alright, okay, be a bitch, I don't fucking care, act like nothing is wrong. Act like you didn't tell me to kill myself, stab myself, fucking sue me, act like you didn't tell me that shit back in the day. And then she says some other shit to me later on in the day, and I'm like, the fuck you say to me, bitch? So, me being my age at the time, I was a fucking rebellious son of a bitch. So, I was fucking being a smartass to her, fucking, making comebacks for some odd reason. But I kept doing that shit. And then she acts like she wants to know what the fucking problem is. And I immediately start thinking in my head how she told me to fucking stab myself. And I was like, So, she sends me up to the principal's office, I go up there, I fucking start talking to the principal. I'm like, Yo, but legit, she told me to stab myself in 3rd grade. Now this bitch, keep in mind, teachers, in my opinion, all teachers are bitches, but you have some cool teachers every now and then. But, like, the fucking principal, okay? Straight up said, that was in the past. Don't hold her to it. I immediately flipped my shit. I'm like, okay, alright, time to fuck off, you know? Don't be a bitch. So, and then I get fucking, you know, my parents get called, and I'm like, okay, well, this is just fucking fantastic. Now, whenever she flipped her shit, and, you know, I flipped my shit, and I got suspended from school. Not really suspended, but in-school suspension. Meaning I had to spend every fucking day in that week with the fucking principal. Oh, God, it was horrible. But it's fine now. But, yeah, so now I'm in high school, and this, bitch is teaching us again, like some Boy Meets World Mr. Feeney shit. Like, fucking moved up with us. Like, she's fucking teaching choir now. So I don't have to see her that often, so that's pretty good. But either way, when I see her in the hall, she gives me this dirty-ass look. And I'm like, yeah, go to hell. So, you know, I immediately start thinking in my head, like, what if I flipped her off one day? You know, I didn't do it, but till this day, I still have thoughts about doing it. So, yeah. That's just, my story of my fucking bitchy 3rd grade teacher. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Peace.